Welcome. Today we are going to see some introduction about the production planning and control. Production planning involves management decisions on the resources that the firm will require for its manufacturing operations and the selection of these resources to produce the desired goods at the appropriate time and at the least possible cost. That is, the effective use of the resources is main constant in this planning and control. By definition, the planning of industrial operations involves the following consideration. That is, what work shall be done, how the work shall be done, and when the work shall be done or when the work should be done. So all these activities, decision to be taken in the planning activity. So let us see the objectives of the production planning. So the objective is to determine the requirements of men, material, equipment, arranging production schedules according to the needs of the marketing demand, arranging various inputs at right time and right quantity, making the most economical use of the various inputs like men, machine, equipments, etc., and to achieve coordination among various departments relating to the production. To make all arrangements to remove possible obstacles in the way of smooth production and also to achieve economy in production in term of cost and time. To operate plant at planned level of efficiency, making efforts to achieve production targets in time, providing adequate stocks for meeting the contingencies. Production control guides and directs the flow of production so that the products are manufactured in the best way and conform to planned schedule and are of right quality. Control facilitates the task of manufacturing and see that everything goes as per the plan. Definition of production control by Henry Foyle. The control refers to ensuring that all which occurs is in accordance with the rules established and instruction issued. The objectives of production control is to implement the production plans by issuing orders to those who are supposed to implement them, to ensure the various inputs like men, machine, materials, etc. available in the required quantity and quality, making efforts to adhere to the production schedules, to ensure the goods are produced according to the prescribed standards and quality norms, to undertake the best and most economic production policies, to introduce a proper system of quality control, and to ensure rapid turnover of production and minimizing the inventories of raw material and the finished goods. So production planning control is concerned with the directing production along the lines set by the planning department. By definition of Charles Koch, production planning and control is the coordination of series of functions according to the plan, which will economically utilize the plant facilities and regulate the orderly movement of goods through the entire manufacturing cycle, from the procurement of raw materials to the shipping of finished goods at the predetermined state. Let us see the characteristics of the production planning and control. The characteristics involves it is the planning and control of manufacturing process in any enterprise. Questions like what is to be manufactured, when it is to be manufactured, etc. are to be answered. All type of inputs like materials, men, machines are effectively and efficiently used for manufacturing or maintaining efficiency of manufacturing process. So various factors of productions are integrated to use them efficiently and economically. The manufacturing process is organized in such a way that none of the work centers is either overworked or underworked. The work is regulated from first stage of procuring raw materials to the stage of finished goods. So let us see the need and importance of production planning and control. First one, the need is to increase the production. That is, the main purpose of production planning function is to arrange various inputs like men, materials, machines, etc., and integrating them for making the best use. When various factors of productions are economically used, then the production will certainly go up. Efforts are made to avoid production stoppages for want of various inputs. A production control program will minimize the idleness of men and machines. And also it is used for coordinating the plant activity. Production planning helps in controlling the plant activities. Production targets are set on the basis of sales forecasts. The raw materials and men and equipments are arranged by keeping in view of production plans. Different production activities are adjusted as per the plans, and if production is carried out in a number of processes, then the activities are synchronized for smooth working. It is also helps to controlling the various costs. In the absence of proper production plan, the idleness of men, material, equipment may not be noticed. So whenever performance is below standards, then corrective measures are to be taken to rectify it. A properly planned system of production will help in controlling cost by not only making full utilization of various inputs, but also by increasing the output and lowering the overhead expenses per unit. And it also used to rationalization of production activities. So it is an important objective of production planning and control. It is also to regulate the flow of various inputs to the production system for running it smoothly. The system is planned in such a way that everything is done automatically. The supply of material and the men follows the demand for the goods. The quality standards are followed in routine, and substandards products are discarded in the processes. The process of entering of raw materials and converting them into finished goods. And it also helps the consumer, and the consumer is ensure good quality goods. The process will help in raising quality standards for products. The supply of goods is also prompt, and the consumer has not to wait for them. Production schedules are prepared in keeping in mind the requirements of the consumers. The supplies are regulated for meeting the demand for goods. The increase in production also helps the consumer in getting sufficient supply of goods. So there are some limitations for in the production planning and control. Let us see one by one. So it's based on the assumptions. We have done the production planning and control. So the production planning control is based on certain assumptions. In case the assumptions prove correct, then the planning and control will go smoothly. Otherwise, it may not be. The assumptions generally are about plant capacity, orders, availability of raw materials and power, etc. If these assumptions go wrong, then the process of planning and control will also go weak. Regarding the rigidity, so under production planning and control, the things are pre-decided and fixed. There is rigidity in behavior of employees, and it may not be help in smoothing the flow of work. So it is difficult for small fine, as the process is time consuming and the small fines may not be able to make use of the production planning and control effectively. And it is also costly. It's a costly device, as it is implementation requires separate persons to perform the functions of planning, dispatching, expediting, etc. So the small firms cannot use these services of specialists due to cost factor. And the dependence on the external factors sometimes reduce the effectiveness of production planning and control. The factors like natural calamities, change in technology, change in fashion, breakdown of power, government controls, etc. limit the use of production planning and control. So these are some of the limitations, but every concern should have the production planning and control for effective production. Thank you. We'll see the rest in the next presentation.